Hello? Yeah. Am I audible? I think so I am. Okay, welcome guys to the Bridges live watch along of today's ISL match, which is Northeast United FC versus East Bengal. We are just moments away from kickoff. Before the match starts, let's just go through the teams once, if that is fine. Uh, I'll just open it up if you can give me 1 minute. Uh, Meanwhile, you all can maybe put down your predictions and let me know uh, what do you think of the game and how it's going to turn out. So, starting with the home team, we have Arindam in goal as usual. Then in the defense, we have Michael Jacobson as well as Gaurav Bora as the centre backs. Uh, then we up front we have Matthew Derbyshire, who I think started the last two games as well. And apart from that, just open it here. Yeah, Gaurav, as you can see here as well, Northeast United is playing a classic 4-3-3, where you can see Roman Philippou playing on the left hand side, but we've always seen him sort of drift towards the center as well. And up front, we can see Rochar Zella, who came on as a substitute in their last game against Hyderabad, and he did really well. Then we have Matt Dabisha, as I said, as the forward, and then Jitin as the left wing. So that's Northeast United FC. Now coming to East Bengal, surprise, surprise, Sumit Pasi has not started for the first time in this season. So he's still on the bench though. But classic Constantine has gone with the 4-4-2, and this time we are seeing Sembai Haukip accompanying Clayton Silva up front. And then back four is the usual, and then in the midfield you have the likes of Kiriakau as well as Jordan. Kiriakau, we have seen him play more defensive in the past, but today he's been given a new role, so let's see how he fares. And the teams have already come out, and we're literally, I think, seconds away from the kickoff. So let's see what happens today. For some trivia, the past two games when both the sides have met in the last season, the first match was won by Northeast 2-0, and the second one was a draw. So let's see what happens. And we're just about to kick off. I think East Bengal kicking, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Referee is checking watch, and here we go. It's kicked off. Yeah, it's East Bengal who kicks off the proceedings. So let's see what happens today. Right now, East Bengal with the ball. By the way, if you don't know yet, both the teams are yet to win a single point in this campaign so far. So it's a very important fixture for both the teams. And interestingly, if you look at last season, where Northeast is attacking right now, but East Bengal are solid at the back, which I think Ivan Gonzalez comes back and is fouled. First free kick of the game to East Bengal within the first minute. So yeah, as I was saying that if you look at last season's table, uh, East Bengal finished 10th. Both the sides basically finished 10th and 11th. And now, if you look at the table now, both of them are exactly in the same position. So it's really telling of how the teams will have to pull up their socks. And yeah, both sides will hope to come away with all 3 points today. So let's see who wins, who doesn't. Both coaches are new to ISL. Well, one of them is not. that new to Indian football. You must have, if you've been following in Indian football for a long time, Stephen Constantine is basically a household name at this point. But Marco Balbul is a very new name. But in the Northeast United's match against Bangalore, they really showed that what they're capable of, and they really deserved at least a point, as you must have known, must have seen the match that where that goal was disallowed, and everybody started basically criticizing the referee, but and rightfully so because yeah, it was a harsh decision for the Highlanders. But let's see if they can come back today and get a point or maybe three. Uh, Very equal contest at the moment. I mean, it's just been 2 minutes. Both teams trying to settle down. Ball with East Bengal right now. Goes out for a throw for Northeast United. Yeah. By the way, the crowd is just, I think the stadium is probably packed, as you must have seen. I think Northeast, I mean, Assam, one of the places in ISL where you are bound to see fans coming in and filling up the stadium at a drop, the hat, drop of hat. So he's Northeast, but the pass falls short of Jitin, I think. But I think this is going to be East Bengal's tactic throughout the game. They just have to. They'll probably lob the ball and hope for the best as they look to find a red shirt up front. This game will be more important for Stephen Constantine's men because after this match, they are facing the biggest rival, 8K Mohun Bagan, which is obviously a game everyone is waiting for. So if they can get 3 points in this game, it will be huge for them in terms of confidence because even they are a very new team, new administration, new sponsors, new everything from top to bottom. So yeah, they are going through a rebuild, as has been mentioned by Constantine multiple times in the press conferences. Yeah. Northeast was a ball to Chitin, but it's intercepted. Now East Bengal, I think that's VP Suhair, if I'm not wrong. By the way, if you don't know, VP Suhair played for Northeast last season. So it's like, this is a familiar foe and a familiar stadium for VP Suhair to come back and play in a new sense. It looks like Clayton Silva is going to be the man in front, whereas Semboy is just behind him, probably as a second striker. But it's a harsh tackle from the Northeast United player on Mahesh, which wins them a free kick. Yeah, it's Mohammad Irshad. No, it's number 26. And please, if you're watching this stream, don't forget to drop a like. It's free, doesn't need any money. And also subscribe to the channel, that's also free. So yeah, and do let us know in the chat if you are liking this stream so far, because this is very new. We are trying out. This is the first ISL stream we are trying out. We also do PKL streams and badminton streams and other sports as well. But for ISL, it's the first. So yeah, a lot of attacks coming from Northeast United's left flank, which I think is occupied by Jitin. But just the final third, the final pass is not there. We see Romain who just got fouled, tackled, but it's a throw I think it's a throw for East Bengal, which is taken by Sarthak Goloi, who is playing at the right back position today. He also came on in their last game against FC Goa at halftime, replacing Sumit Pasil. That was very close match, and it was heartbreak for the Red and Gold Brigade fans, because a 94th minute goal is obviously going to be heartbreaking, which they conceded, and which saw FC Goa win their first game of the season. Yeah, again another cross comes in from Jitin, I think, but Sarthak is again there, and he blocks it quite well. So well, clear header by Ivan, but still nervy for East Bengal at the back. But now it goes out for goal kick, and Kamaljeet will take this for East Bengal. Give me just 1 second. Jordan Kyriakou, as I mentioned earlier, at least I have not seen him play in the midfield. Maybe once, but he's mostly played somewhere in the back four, at least in the Durand Cup as well. So for me, that's a beautiful pass from Jerry. And let me just look at the recap, because that was Clayton Silva's shot on the volley, on the half volley actually, but it's off the mark. But it was a beautiful cross from Jerry from the left flank, which I think was chested down by Nauran Mahesh, if I'm not wrong. No, it was Semboy, yeah. Semboy. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. East Bengal have scored, and I don't know what has happened. Clayton Silva seems to be the scorer. I just need to look at it once more, because I am as confused as anyone, as you are. Wait. Uh, Interesting. He goes in high five Sumit Pasi on the bench. Wait. Okay, so it's basically pressure from East Bengal, and yeah, it's a great finish. It's pressure from Nauran Manish on the left flank, who dispossesses a couple of Northeast United defenders, and passes it to Clinton Silva, who is clean on goal, and he just takes a shot at the first post. And yeah, Arindam should have done better. It's right on his first post, and it takes a slight nick of Arindam's boots and goes back to the net. And East Bengal have taken the lead, and I think for the first time in the season, they have done so. So yeah, it was Clayton Silva with a clinical finish, as is expected from him, and it's East Bengal again on the attack. Jordan with the press, The goal must have seems to have given East Bengal a lot of confidence. That's a wasted opportunity by VP Suhail. I don't know what he was trying there. It just went out for a goal kick. Good signs for East Bengal. I mean, taking the lead quite early in the game, in 12 minutes. And coach would want to see more of that. And even in the last post-match press conference after their 2-1 loss against FC Goa, he also mentioned that you have seen glimpses of my team, and we hope to basically they hope to carry forward that. And I think we have seen just that today when Clinton scored that goal. Solid defending by East Bengal, and the ball is now to Nawal Mahesh, who tries to nutmeg Mohammad Irshad, but it goes out for a throw. Marco Balbul shouting from the sidelines, instructing his players. Kiriakau tries a cross. VP Square runs after it, but will he get it? No, it doesn't. It's cleared by a white shirt. Yeah, Northeast clearly under pressure right now as they just gave away another pass. But yeah, and the crowd has certainly gone silent. Okay, so possession wise, clearly Northeast has been dominating with 61%, whereas East Bengal just with 39%, which clearly shows what Constantine's plan is, maybe just to hit on the counter and just put pressure on the Northeast backline and hope for mistake here and there so that they can uh, capitalize on that. And they're again going on the counter. Jerry again with a through ball, but that's just got too much power on that, and Arindam collects it quite easily. Again, another shot from the left flank, but again, yet again, it's a block by an East Bengal shot. And yet again, Sarthak is going to take throw in from that very right back position. Uh, that's again a very well weighted pass from Naoram to Clayton back to Naoram, but it's well tackled by I think Mohammad Irshad. Yeah, Constantine directs. He literally does this as if telling his players to take it easy, not to be nervy. Just to, I mean, yeah, they don't need to be nervy right now. They have the lead. They can go easy. But here is Northeast with the attack. The ball is now with Rochar Zala who crosses it in. Derbyshire gets ahead to it, but it's way off target. And it's another goal kick for East Bengal. I don't remember if it was the last match or the match against Bangalore. This combination of Rochester and Derbyshire was very effective. I think I saw two crosses by Rochester that match, which found Derbyshire, but he couldn't convert them. So that might be a threat that East Bengal players might be looking out for. It's a foul, and Northeast take that quickly. Romain with his silky step overs, and then Jitin again on the left flank, but that's a wasted ball as he skies it over. That's he just didn't get connect. He was looking for Jitin uh, and conceded a goal kick. Kamaljeet takes this. Kyriakou looks quite solid in the midfield. I mean, I have to say. Uh, by the way, another fact, that's a poor throw from Mohammad Irshad. It basically slips from his hand and just falls in front of him. Uh, okay, so it's Clayton and Semboy combining up front. Clayton looks for Nauram and finds him, but Northeast United have hounded him, but he finds Kyriakou to Semboy to Jordan to Clayton on the right flank. Now will he look for a cross? Perhaps not. Back to Clayton and he goes for a shot and ooh, I think that was quite far out from this angle. I can't say for sure, but good passing from East Bengal. I mean, they're finding the passes, but they need to get that final pass correct if they want to be more clinical. Yeah, that was way off from Clayton Silva from far. Yeah, it gets a slight deflection from a Northeast United player, and yeah, it just swivels away from the goal. Oh, actually, it's a corner because of deflection, and yeah, it's back to Northeast United players. Yeah, it's cleared by Jerry as these Bengal players come back to formation once again to defend an impending Northeast United attack. Very well dispossessed by Samboy. Again, I think this is the tactic for East Bengal today. Just keep the press on and try to get as many interceptions as possible and hit them on the counter attack. That was a good attempt from Sarthak, I think, to find Nauram, but it was just too much on the ball for him. So, another fact for you: East Bengal have actually been winless for the past 10 games in the ISL, which includes last season's games as well. So, if they do come away with a win tonight, it'll be huge for them, especially going into the derby as well, which, as Constantine said in the press conference, is something he is not interested, at least as of now, as of tonight, which is naturally, I mean, correct because he had a game before that. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're 20 minutes in. I think possession wise, obviously, Northeast is there up there dominating East Bengal, but East Bengal have shown more intent, I think, with the high press and creating chances and the crosses and so on. Whereas Northeast United have not yet hit their engine running. So yeah, it's quite silent at the stadium because I mean the home team isn't giving the home ground anything to cheer for at least as of now. Uh, but yeah, I think it's the likes of Clayton, Samboy up front, coupled with uh, Naram on the left, who are putting the most pressure on the Northeast United defenders. We haven't seen much of VP Suhair yet, but you never know. He has the speed and the skills, so he might just take a rabbit out of his hat at any time on the game. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. It's a free kick for Northeast United, and the French midfielder Romain Philippou is poised over the ball. Uh, can he deliver a pinpoint ball for someone inside the box? Let's see. He puts his hands up, and no, it's headed away by his Bengal shot, and VP Suhair on the right flank, but no, his pass is well intercepted. It was directed towards Creighton, I think, but it was well intercepted by the Northeast defender. Here's Jitin once again, hoping for a better outing on that left flank, but oh, that was very similar to the goal East Bengal conceded against FC Goa. A cross came in from Jitin. Nobody got a touch to it, but it bounced right in front of Kamaljeet, so he collects it and he would breathe a sigh of relief so as to not relive that 94th minute incident against the Gores, which saw Bengal lose two precious points. Titan Silva again, but alone. VPs were arriving, but no, the pass wasn't clinical enough. The through ball actually. He could have looked out for Nauram, I think, on the left. He was quite clear, but he didn't look back. Kiriakau again. Kiriakau actually, yeah, he's just been really solid with the 50-50s and interceptions in the middle of the park for the red and gold. Yeah. Mm, Northeast go once again. Jitin with his skills. Romain with the ball. Tossing but cleared by. Who's that? Let me check. I think it was Ivan or Lal Chumanga. One of the two. Yeah, he just one after the other cross inside the box and one after the other clearance from these Bengal players. Raja Zella with the cross now, but drops for Dabishaya. Raja Zella on goal, but he slides, but it's well uh, covered by Lal Chumrunga, I think. I think that was Northeast United's first attempt or a proper chance created in the first almost half an hour now in the game. Jerry with the ball, he goes for a cross. Narim almost got it, but now it's with PP Suhair. He has Clinton on his right, who he passes it to. Clinton with the ball, and he goes for a shot, and ooh, it rustles the side netting. That was close. That was much better than his earlier attempt. VP Suhair with the pass to Clinton Silva on the right flank. thinks for a second and goes for it. But yeah, it was perhaps too tight from that angle, but uh, it just touches the side netting and goes out of play. Yeah, it was moving away from the goal. Okay, Northeast United player is down. It's Romain. No, that's not a good sign because Romain is someone who can really create the chances for Northeast. And if he is not playing, then he'll have to look for the bench. That's a recap on the goal. Yeah, there was no one inside the box. Basically, it was basically one on one for Keaton against Arindam, and he finished the chance. There's a break in play as medical attention is being given to Romain Philippe. Arindam takes a sip of cold water as he would like to forget that 12th minute goal conceded by him. Stephen Constantine giving instructions to his players as they hydrate themselves. While Marco Balpool also giving instructions to his players. Yeah, yeah, he dispossesses Mohammad Irshad first, Marar Manish, and then number 13, who is, I think it's Gaurav Bora. Yes, Gaurav Bora couldn't contain Mahesh's run, and yeah, one pass to Keaton, and boom, lead to East Bengal. Its second goal of the season. I think the last came against FC Goa via penalty. So, second goal of the season from Keaton Silva. So, yeah, we're 30 minutes in, and East Bengal again the ball cross towards Semboy, but doesn't do any good. North United trying to play from the back, but cross to Jitin, very well taken actually, but Vicky Suver is there, very well defended by the former Highlanders player. Now ball is with Jordan, who looks for a cross and finds it, but it's just too much of the ball for VP Suher to chase after. That goes out for a throw in for the home team. Yeah, even VP Suher points towards Jordan as if to say that too much for me. Yeah. Uh, so those in action. What are my predictions of the game? I'm not sure actually. Uh, okay, before that, there's substitution. Two substitutions actually. Philippe as I said, I think is injured. He comes off as does as Mohammad Irshad in place of Evans and Emil Benny in the midfield. So yeah, early changes for Northeast United FC, which shows that Marco Balbul is a coach who is not afraid to make changes if needed. And it was needed because Irshad was the player who was culpable for East Bengal's goal. My predictions, I can't really say. I mean, East Bengal, you never know. But if they can, I think if they can hold on to the defensive line, then I think it will just end 1-0 for East Bengal. Yeah, but otherwise, if I mean with Roman now out as well, I don't know who is going to create those chances for Northeast United FC. So don't know yet. Uh, when will we see Aniket Jadhav in lineup? So he's actually been demoted to the reserves, and the reasoning behind that, given by the coach, is that he needs more game time, and also he hasn't really acclimatized to the way Constantine wants to play. And so yeah, maybe soon, maybe we will see. Maybe in the next few press conferences, we'll get to know. Lord Pasi is Sumit Pasi isn't playing. He's on the bench though. So let's see if the coach decides to bring him on. Thank you, Stevie, from the UK. Thank you so much. Uh, can Constantine repeat what he did with India? Well, I think only time will say, Rahul, because I think it's still early days. Even he admits that it's still early days, but hopefully for the Kolkata fans and I think Indian football fans in general, they would like to see a giant like East Bengal go back to their glory days once again. So, and if you're watching the stream, do hit the like button and also the subscribe button. They are free. You don't need to pay anything. So, great interception by VP Suhair. Great skill. Uh, Sarthak goes for the long ball for Clayton Silva, and he actually finds him. Clayton Silva dribbles away. Ball is with Jordan. Jordan looks for Jerry. Will he get there? No, he won't get there. Yeah, that was just too much for Jerry to go after. Uh, that's a good turn by Rocha Zella, and he passes it to his shout for handball, but nothing given by the referee. I don't think that was a handball, but maybe the recap might say otherwise. And once again, East Bengal with the counter attack. It's 3 versus 5. VP Suez again cross is not up to the mark as the ball probably reaches one of the stands behind Northeast United's goal. Here's the recap. Ooh, okay. It does strike Jerry's hand, but to be fair, uh, Jerry did have his hands behind his back. So yeah, giving that as penalty would be a little harsh, but we'll never know as we don't have uh, VAR yet in the Indian Super League. Again, possession wise, 60% with Northeast United FC. Two shots but not on target, whereas East Bengal have had more attempts, five and one on target, which was the goal. And also, if you look at the passes attempted, Northeast United have passed around 183 times, whereas 114 by East Bengal, which shows that East Bengal is going for the long ball tactic more often instead of passing around the ball. With about 10 minutes to go for the half time. Let's see if East Bengal can hold on to the lead or will Northeast United come back with one. They'll be looking to come back with a goal, go into the halftime with a goal, and the scales balanced. But let's see, they have about 8.5 minutes plus any additional time to do that. Jitin has the ball. He goes past Sarthak. He delivers the cross, but again cleared by Lal Chungunga. He's probably cleared the ball about 6, 7 times now uh, from inside his Bengal's box. That is where to watch. Jordy, you can watch the it's you can watch the game live on Disney Plus Hotstar, uh, and you can also watch it on Star Sports Select One HD. That's where I'm watching it. Uh, as Star Sports are their official broadcasters. Uh, Again, that's a good delivery from Jerry, but it's blocked by one of the defenders, and Arindam collects the rebound. What are my predictions for Shield and ISL trophy? Oh, it's a tough one actually. Not really sure. Again, it's very early to say, but the likes of I think Hyderabad is just one of the most consistent teams in the league. Hyderabad, Mumbai, both of them can go for uh, the league shield, and for the cup, again maybe one of those teams, maybe Kerala, because Kerala might have some unfinished business from last season, so they might just go again. Even Bengaluru has a good side, but still they haven't shown their best yet. But yeah, I think Hyderabad and Mumbai are a couple of the teams to look out for in terms of going all the way, according to me at least. Yes, please like and subscribe, or just help us. If you like the stream more, it'll reach out to more people. And if you subscribe, then we'll get an idea that you guys are liking these kind of content, and we'll be doing more of these. The tempo has certainly slowed down, but yeah, Jitin cannot control that one on this occasion as he shakes his head in frustration, perhaps. And Sarthak goes once again with his throw in. I can see the crowd just sitting patiently. Nobody's even standing because there's nothing to cheer on for. And that's John Gastnaga from the midfield going for a worldie, but he doesn't get the connect, and it goes wide over. Yeah, it's miles over the crossbar. 5 minutes to go into the half time. So let us know in the comments and the chat what do you think will be the ultimate final scoreline of this match, and who do you think will score the next goal? If you have any predictions as such. Too many long balls going around. Again, Chunga clears. That's actually a good clearance, but yeah, just too much for VPC had to go as it falls for Arindam and collects it. He rolls it out as the ball goes further up the pitch via the men in white shirts. It's a great ball, but again, safely into the hands of Kamaljeet. Gastanag has certainly been all around the map. I mean, his heat map is being shown, and he's just been all around the pitch, which shows how industrious he is as a player. And you have to be, I guess, you have to be a midfielder. You have to be everywhere. Uh, and if you missed the substitutions, I'll just go through them once again. So Roman Filippitu and Mohammad Rishad, both of Northeast United FC, were subbed off. Filippitu was injured, most probably, and in their place came on Emil Benny, and Aaron Evans. So like for like changes, one in the midfield and one in the defense for Northeast United FC. That means they have three more changes to go and two more windows to make those three changes. And whereas East Bengal haven't made any yet, we'll see if in the second half they will. But if you ask me, I don't think Stephen Constantine will make any changes at halftime because yeah, I think all of his players have been quite decent and have been doing their roles quite well in the first half. So yeah, I think it'll be Marco Palbul who will have to deliver a solid team talk at halftime so that his team come out with a renewed sense of hope and intent and go again in search of that equalizer in the second half. Once again, a cross comes in, and once again, it's blocked by a red and gold shot. That's a wayward pass from Nauram Mahesh on the left flank. We're about to hit the 45th minute. We're in the 45th minute, and I let's see how many minutes the referee gives. I think it's going to be like 2 minutes because of that injury stoppage where Romain Filippitu had gone down. But let's see. Again, I'm not the referee. Uh, and it is a shot and it's a save, but the shot hits. Wait, too many things happening. So initially, a player took the shot and it was saved by Kamaljit, but he couldn't collect the ball. And I think it was Evans who tried to slot the rebound back into the net, but unlucky, he hits the upright. Let me see who went for the shot. Yeah, Kamaljit saves it in the first instance. Yeah, it was Emil Benny, the substitute, who went for the shot, but it was saved. And Northeast United once again inside East Bengal's box, and they get a corner. Looks like they want to get that equalizer before they go to halftime. And as I said, 2 minutes added. Uh, I'm sorry, yeah, it was Derbyshire actually, whose shot hit the upright. Quite unlucky. They've got a corner now. Northeast United's first corner and safely headed away by a defender. Northeast United's throw-in. It's going to be a long one, as it looks like from Evans, who's also the substitute who came on. Long throw-in. Gasnaga shot is blocked. Cross in, that's also blocked. So yeah, it's very crowded inside the East Bengal box right now as Northeast are just pushing and trying to get that equalizer before the referee blows the whistle. And East Bengal are trying to hold on to their lead uh, with their life. Cleared and back to Arindam. Arindam to Emmanuel. Suhair pulls the shirt of a Northeastern and he goes to argue with the ref. who in turn asks Superhead to calm down. Yeah, I think it was Emil Benny whose shot was pulled down by Vicky Suher, and this is perhaps the last chance Northeast will get in this half to get that equalizer as the cross comes in and it's cleared. And yes, that's it, guys. That's half time. Yes, it's half time. So East Bengal go into the halftime with the lead thanks to a Clinton Silva goal. And Northeast United FC will have to try again in the second half to get back on the scoring sheet. It was quite hectic from them in the last, say, 3 4 minutes as they pushed hard to get that goal. But East Bengal backline and the team as a whole stood their ground and made sure that they went into the halftime with their slender but promising lead. Hit the like button, guys, if you're here. Hit the subscribe button. We know the drill. Let's just go through the stats. As you can see on the screen, yeah. So as you can see, yeah, it was in terms of possession, it was the Highlanders who basically dominated the ball pretty much throughout the first half with 60% of the ball, while the visiting side, East Bengal, had 40%. Uh, Even passing accuracy wise, Northeast were a tad bit more accurate, but obviously at the end, goals matter, as you can see. Uh, Even defensively, actually, Northeast United have been slightly more productive in terms of interceptions, at least, with 11 under their belt, while East Bengal have made 6. And in terms of passes and touches as well, uh, Northeast are quite ahead of East Bengal, which, as I mentioned earlier, it just shows that Northeast are playing that passing game, whereas East Bengal is just going for the long ball tactic. Let's look at some of the player stats. That'll be interesting to see. Mm, this is interesting because if you look at Arindam's stats, he has faced 4 shots, but one went inside the goal, which means 3 other have been off target, which shows that East Bengal need to be more accurate with their shots. In terms of the other players, let me see if there's anything striking which we can discuss. Nothing as such. Yeah, it's pretty blank in terms of player stats under Northeast United FC. Let us look at uh, East Bengal. Okay, so Kamaljeet has been able to register 1 save, which I mentioned, which was basically the one he couldn't collect. And Derbyshire got a chance to get the equalizer, but his shot unluckily hit the upright. a lot of players actually creating chances for the team, which includes the likes of Sarthak Goloi, Jordan, VP Suhair, and Sambal. As you can see, Clayton has scored the goal and now I'm with the assist. Mm, let's see, in terms of blocked shots, okay, there's none. Maybe interceptions would have seen the likes of Ivan and Jerry and Lal Chung top there, the top, because they were pretty busy inside their own box. Yeah. So if you're joining in now, as you can see on the screen, it's 1-0 to East Bengal, and it's the first time they're taking the lead in this season. And also, if they can hold on to this scoreline, then it will be their not only their first win of this season, but their first win after a winless streak of 10 games. So yeah, it's going to be huge if they can get these 3 points. Huge for the team and huge for Stephen Constantine, who has you could say under the radar, under criticism on the receiving end of a lot of flack, at least on Twitter and social media, especially for his team choices. But today he has dropped Sumit Pasi, uh, and they're leading. So I mean, I'm not saying Sumit Pasi's absence is the reason, but even in the last press conference, Sumit Pasi was a big topic of discussion because the coach mentioned that it's unfair to target one specific player because he even said that yeah, he might not be the best player in the team, but he works his socks off and yeah, he gives his best, and he asked everybody to be more mindful of things they say, especially on social media. Hi guys, again, if you are joining in right now, do hit the like button. It's free, doesn't need any expenditure, and also click on the subscribe button as well, so that you can get more of these live streams and content on your page. We don't only have live streams, we have interviews, we have feature videos, we have explainer videos, short format videos, the works. So if you want to be more updated with Indian sports in general, so do hit the subscribe button. And if you're liking this stream, then just click on the like button as well. That will give us a fair idea in terms of going forward with this ISL based content. Uh, Interestingly, Clayton Silva is the fourth highest in the list of most goals and assists since his debut. The first are notable names, including Roy Krishna, Bartholomew Abupeche, and Igor Angulo. And Clayton Silva has 25 goals plus assists since he made his debut in the league. So yeah, pretty impressive numbers, and he can do much better. I think even he knows that. But again, it's still early days for him, for the team, for coach, and the same goes for Northeast actually, because as I mentioned early in this team that both the sides were, yeah, they were basically at the bottom of the table last season, and again this season it's a time for rebuild for them. So only time will tell how both the teams will fare as the season goes ahead. Yeah. Uh, if I look at, uh, yeah, as I said, East Bengal finished last season, whereas Northeast United finished 10th, just 3 points ahead of them. but they were same on goal difference, which was minus 18. And Northeast United were had the most leaky defense last season as they let in 43 goals, uh, whereas East Bengal scored the second least number of goals, whereas Chennai scored the least. They scored 17, and East Bengal scored 18 last season. So yeah, coming into the new season, I think the slate was pretty clear for both sides. No such expectations, but because of the new format this season, both might just be going for it all and trying to get that fifth, sixth position so that they can at least have go at the cup and at the playoffs. So again, we just have to wait and see. I just have a sip of water. My throat is gone very dry. I'm not stopping. As always, Northeast United fans are always there to support their team. There are a couple of East Bengal fans as well. Streaks of red and gold in that sea of white, who've probably travelled as well from Kolkata. So it's nice to see fans all around. But yeah, I mean, as I said, it's sea of white. So hopefully, in second half, the team will give these fans something to cheer on and cheer about. Yeah, I think in about a minute we'll be back with the second half. And yeah, if you joined in now, drop your predictions for the game. Do you think it's going to stay 1-0? If you ask me, honestly, I think so because yeah, I mean, while East Bengal's defensive line has been solid, the attacking hasn't been up to the mark since they scored the goal. And Northeast again, they showed glimpses of hope in those last few minutes in the first half, but uh, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Uh, there might be some changes in the books for both teams, especially Northeast. As we saw, Marco Balbul changed a couple of players in the first half. One of them obviously out of compulsion because Roman Philip II was injured, but we saw Mohammad Rishad being taken off and replaced by Evans in the defensive line. So that clearly says that he's not afraid to make changes if required. Yeah. Hit the like button, guys, if you can. I mean, you can. It's free. I think that's going to be the most said line on this stream because it's true. So yeah, I mean, if you like the stream, then do hit the like button, and you can support our channel as well by subscribing to us. You can take a look at our channel before subscribing, and you will see we have loads of content around the Indian sports, around the array of Indian sports that there are, be it football, be it badminton, be it athletics, anything and everything. So yeah, so if you're into Indian sports and football, then do subscribe as well, and we'll be coming in with more of these live streams as well. Uh, Yeah, we're about to go into the second half as the Northeast United fans wait with bated breath to see their team actually score. They haven't yet scored yet. I am remembering correctly. Yes, in the first game they lost 1-0 and the second game they lost 3-0. So they are yet to score a goal. Let's see if tonight is the night for the Highlanders as the second half is underway now. There doesn't seem to be any changes which have taken place over the halftime, but I'll just confirm that in a second. Yeah, I don't think there are any changes for either side at halftime. Again, long ball from East Bengal, while Northeast tried to build from the back. That's Gaurav Bora, if I'm not wrong, who lets one fly across the field, but is headed towards VP Suhair and cleared by Sarthak Golai right now. Well received by Semboy actually, who does well to keep the ball. And now it's VP Suhail who does get to the ball. He, ooh, it was VP Suhail who actually tried to square it to Silva, but again the pass didn't have much. But the pass actually rebounded off a Northeast United defender, and it came back to VP Suhail, but his shot didn't have any fizz in it. And it was quite easy for the much experienced Arindam to collect it quite easily. That was a very good opportunity for East Bengal to double their lead quite early in the second half, but yeah, they'll have to go again. Here's a foul on Kiria Cow by number 18, who is Jitin. Yeah. Uh, that's a free kick for East Bengal right now. Sarthak is going to take this. It's quite close to the half way line, cleared by Northeast. Here is Emil Benny. Very well defended by Jerry, who runs forward with the ball. Looks like he wants to go all the way, and he will try to put an across now. But ooh, again sweepy swear, but he just can't score. I think the cross took a little bit of a deflection. Let me just see. It was Jerry with the cross. Yeah, it takes a bit of a deflection, but yeah, I mean, it's an outstretched Suhail who just cannot get that touch because it was an open goal and he did not have anyone in front of him. He just needed a touch and it would have been 2-0 for East Bengal. But yeah, it's a corner, as I said, because it came off a deflection. It's going to be Naurem Mahesh who is going to be taking the corner. Yeah, it didn't do much. Oh, that was such. It was Kiki Silva again. I need to watch it again. 1 second. It's Sarthak. Okay, wow. Wow. It was very close, like this close. It was Sarthak with the ball back in inside the box, and Clayton just takes it on the volley. He doesn't even know where the goal is. He's basically his back is to the goal, but he takes the shot, and it's just whiskers away from the post. So yeah, good signs from East Bengal again on the front foot, keeping the pressure on Northeast. And here Northeast have the ball crossing from the right flank, but cleared by a number 16, who is Sarthak. The ball is back again with East Bengal with Kyriakau. Now with VP Suhed. Back to Sarthak. Sarthak with the crossfield ball, but isn't enough for Jerry. But back to uh, yeah, Rochesella fouls Jerry and they get a free kick. Just zoom in into the score line so it's easier for everyone to see. Yeah. So if you're joining in now, as you can see, East Bengal are leading 1-0. Uh, and the second half of the match has started. We are in the 51st minute. It was Keaton Silva's goal, which gave East Bengal the lead in the first half. In the 12th minute, actually, so it was quite an early lead for the visiting side. Goal kick for East Bengal as Kamaljeet looks to unleash that long ball once again in the hopes of a red and gold shirt at the end. Yeah, it beats everyone and goes out for a northeast head throw in. Sorry, it's Aaron's with the throw in. If I'm not wrong. Again, that misses everyone, and it's Lalju Munga with the clearance. And yeah, that's a throw in for East Bengal. That's a beautiful ball for VP where the flag stays down. He squares it for Kyriakau. What a goal! What a goal by Kyriakau. What a brilliant goal. Arindam is he's as confused as any of the other Northeast United players. It was a beautiful goal. Let me just see who passed the ball. It is Kyriakau's first goal, I think, for the club as well, and in the Indian Super League. It's jubilation for the East Bengal fans, while it's sorrow for a disbelief. Arindam who shakes his head. Uh, it's a wonderful crossfield ball towards VP Suhair, who collects it and squares it to an incoming Kyriakau who just takes it on the first go. And wow, it's a driven shot and it curls in beautifully and beats Arindam, who doesn't get even a touch. And just like that, it's 2-0 to East Bengal. I think from here, it's going to be smooth sailing for the visiting side, unless they have some major defensive lapses. Because I really don't see Northeast doing anything if they don't make any changes up front. Because Matt Derbyshire, although he doesn't hasn't received much service, but yeah, even the last few games he hasn't been much proactive and clinical in whatever chances he has gotten till now. So let's see. Here's Northeast going again. Jitin with the ball, but a towering VP square in front of him as he forces Jitin to go back to his defenders. That's an offside flag, if I'm not wrong, against the Northeast player. A look of concentration still on Stephen Constantine's face as he's not letting any emotion get into him. Uh, because, yeah, I mean, anything can change more than half an hour is left for the game to go. The final whistle, so anything can change. East Bengal can score more goals, Northeast can come back to the game and perhaps win it. You never know in the game of football. That's that's yeah. Constantine is just there on the sidelines shouting instructions to his players. That's another clearance from Laljunuga. It's almost two lines of four for East Bengal when they're defending at least. So yeah, and that's a wasted pass from Emil Benny, and which goes past the defensive line of East Bengal and Kamalji, and it's a goal kick for the away team. That's a great ball from Jitin actually from the outside of the foot, but it's too much for uh, Benny as Chumnunga guards the ball well and guides it out for a goal kick. Actually, as I was mentioning, in terms of Northeast United's attacking options, there's a fresh face on the bench. I just noticed in Sylvester Igbone, who I think who was their most recent foreign signing for the Highlanders. He's on the bench, so yeah, we might just see him come on and do something if he can. There's VP Square as well. Crossed. Wow, but it's an oh, that's so unfortunate. That's a beautifully driven goal because yeah, it was just beautiful football. It was Clayton Silva, two VP square on the right flank, who crossed the ball to Sam Boy, who literally backheeled the ball into goal, but he was offside. So the score remains 2-0. East Bengal have improved exponentially if you look at their past two games. They showed glimpses of that against FC Goa, but today they are actually showing that yes, they are capable of hitting their opponents on the attack and create chances as well and score. Poor giveaway, but no, that's foul for conceded by East Bengal. So Jacobson takes it quickly for Northeast. Again, guys, if you're joining us right now, as you can see, it's 2-0 to the good for East Bengal. That's a great tackle by Sarthak, and again a block from Sarthak. He's been really great today. Sarthak has been the rock on the right flank and in the backline as well. He's led the backline like a leader. That was a very crucial block because that cutback. Let me just see. That cutback was reaching that northeast United player, and he could have just passed it into the goal. But Sarthak made a very good tackle, and after that as well, he made a crucial block from an on incoming shot. Again, beautiful interception from Jordan. Everybody is putting in their work today. Clayton with the ball on the right flank as VP takes the center. Clayton dribbles away and the ball rolls out. Clayton looks to be in pain as he clutches his shin. it was Jitin's boot, which just catches Keaton's shin, but doesn't seem to be very serious unless it is. Medical team have come on the pitch and are attending to Keaton Silva while others take an hydration break. So we're 60 minutes into the game. We're actually just half an hour, 30 minutes to go into the game. So let's see. Do you let us know in the comments what do you think? Do you think the match is going to end like this, 2-0? Is the away team going to score more? Will the home team come back to the game? What do you think? Yeah, they're showing the Kyriaka goal again. It was just a sublime shot. And he celebrated his goal by going to the sideline and hugging Stephen Constantine. The Cypriot actually has also gotten 13 caps for the Cyprus national team. This is Kyriaka. So Arthur again with those crucial, I mean, midfield splitting passes, I would say, because he's been really instrumental in playing those passes from the right back position or from the middle of the field, so that the ball progresses forward and the attackers can go and create chances. Okay, we have a couple of substitutions coming, or at least one. Uh, it's Imran. Just confirm. It's Gurjinder Kumar coming off for Imran Khan, as Joe comes on for Rochar Zella. Yes, I'll repeat that once again. So it's Joe and Imran who have come on for Northeast United FC, and Gurjinder and Rochachela are the ones to make way for them. So Northeast United have yeah, again, I just mention this again. If East Bengal do win this game, it'll be a huge result for them as they've been winless in their last 10 Hero ISL games across this season as well as last season, which includes two draws and eight losses. That was a chance for Imran Khan, but he couldn't connect the shot, and his shot goes out for a goal kick. This is a constant tussle we're seeing between VP Suer and Jitin on that right flank. I mean, both are wingers, and here we are seeing in East Bengal change. Probably I couldn't see who the person was, but we'll soon know. Is Jitin with the ball at the edge of the box? He crosses it to what? What a save from Kamaljeet. That's insane reflexes, but a foul has been called against Northeast United FC. So yeah, okay, it's Tuhin Das coming on for Naurem Mahesh, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Naurem Mahesh comes off for Tuhin Das. He did well in the first half. I mean, he assisted the goal. In the first half, he was very proactive and pressed, maintained that press. Uh, so yeah, props to him. A decent performance from him as well. And now Tuhin Das comes on to make some difference. It was Jitin's ball which found Gaston Naga, if I'm not wrong, and he tried to toe poke the ball inside the net, but uh, Kamaljeet was equal to it, and he got a hand to it, and a foul was called. Yeah, they're showing that pass again once more, which led to Kirekaw's goal. Almost 60 meters that crossfield pass travelled to EP Suhail, who then laid it off to Kirekaw and he smashed it into the net. So yeah, we have a little more than 20 minutes to go in this match, but still no real signs of threat from Northeast United FC on the East Bengal box as the away team goes once again to increase their lead. Started again with a great ball to change the side of attack, and this is Tugindas with a couple of step overs. He goes past and he the defender did well to sort of push the East Bengal player out of the way. But now against Clayton to VP Suhair, uh, to Kiriakau, to Clayton to Suhair. Uh, he thought Kiriakau was going to make that run, but that pass was in vain as Arindam gets the ball and gets it back into his own box. As I mentioned before, new signing Sylvester is warming up, so we might just be seeing him come on quite soon. And that's the last thing change Northeast United will have. So, I mean, this season we've seen a lot of substitutes come on and make a change so far. If you remember it, the first match of the season, which was Kerala versus East Bengal, it was Ivan Kalusny who came on and scored 2 goals. Then in the match where Chennai FC against ATK Mohun, it was it was Kwame Karikari who came on and scored one and assisted one. So yeah, it's been the season of the substitute so far. So let's see if Sylvester can come on and do something similar. Uh, Seems unlikely, but you never know. Clear from East Bengal, the ball falls to Ritu Suhair as he passes it to Twin Das, and that's a brilliant one-on-2-1, but no, flat offside. The intention was right. It was 1-1 between Twin Das and VP Suhail on the left flank. And yes, Sylvester is coming on right now. I'm assuming he's going to be replacing Derbyshire up front. Let's see which number comes on the board. It's another great clearance from Ivan, but again, it's Castaneda who goes for the shot, but it's again not on the mark, not on the target. Okay, no, interesting change is actually a defender coming off for. It's actually a defender who comes off for Sylvester, which is Michael. I think, yeah, it's Michael Jacobson who makes way for Sylvester for his first ever appearance in the ISL and for the Northeast United team. So it's foreigner for a foreigner, and the forward has just about 20 minutes to change the game. So let's see. And with that change, Northeast United FC have uh, used up all their five substitutes, whereas East Bengal have used just two one. Yeah. The home crowd decided to cheer the team. I mean, Northeast United with every kick of the ball and every pass forward, but the players haven't yet found the correct formula to get themselves running. It's Sylvester with the ball. Good pass. Sylvester again. That was a promising run. Perhaps a glimpse from what he can bring into the game, as he did a one-to-one with another player, and he entered the East Bengal box, but again, another block and interception stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, it was can't really get the short number, but yeah, I mean, it shows that he wants to make a change in the game. Sylvester, that is. So let's see. Time is running out for the home team, and if this carries on, this will be their third defeat on the trot this season. Uh, no points, no goals, but that might change now. No, it won't. It might. Oh, is it inside? No, it's not. Jitin seems to have changed his flanks. He's now attacking from the right flank. The ball seems to have gone out of play. Maybe not, but yeah. And Northeast with the ball. Sylvester with the ball. He wriggles away from the players. He wriggling, still dribbling. Still has the ball, but he's dispossessed. But Emil Benny with the ball and back to Sylvester. But VP Suhair tackles him and does well. And that's looks like Clinton Silva has gone down again. This time he is hurt on his hand. It was Emmanuel who, yeah, ooh, yeah, I think that's a very bad one to take on the elbow. He basically lands like this, and his elbow sort of, yeah, it's an ugly view. And Sylvester actually has sat down the pitch and is receiving some kind of attention. that'll be very unlucky if Sylvester gets injured in within the first 5 minutes or so he's been on the pitch. Yeah, so yeah, VP Suhair has been another man who's been in the thick of things for East Bengal. He couldn't get himself in the score sheet, but he did lay off that ball and earned himself an assist in that Kyriakos goal. Trin Silva is back on his feet and back with the ball. Now it's Jordan with Kyriakos, back to Jordan, back to Kyriakos, Sarthak, Suhair. That's a searching ball, but oh, I mean, Suhair had lost the possession, but he just went for it, and it did curl quite well inside the box, but it was defended well. Okay, we have two more substitutions coming on for East Bengal. So it's Sembai Haukip, who's coming off for Mobashir Rahman, and Clayton Silva is coming off for Alex Lima. I repeat, Mobashir Rahman and Alex Lima come on for Sembai Haukip and Clayton Silva. So VP Suhair, I think, takes up the centre forward position right now. As Sarthak goes for the long throw, but if no use. Ah, that was a good move from Sarthak, but his through ball was too much for VP Suhair to chase. And it's Northeast United once again trying to get something in the game, trying to create chances, get that glimmer of hope, but nothing has been going their way till now. Uh, okay, first for Derbyshire, who puts it in, but okay, it's back to Northeast United, and yeah, it takes a couple of deflections that shot, and it was Imran Khan's shot, which takes a couple of deflections and makes its way safely to Kamaljeet Singh's gloves. Yeah, it takes off a deflection from Jordan. Jordan O'Doherty's legs, which takes the pace off the ball. Uh, yeah, great take by VP Suhair, great touch. Sarthak to Kyriakos. Kyriakos has been, yeah, he's been everywhere today. That's a great ball again for VP Suhair. Can he cross it? No, that's a very, very poor ball from VP Suhair. Alex Lima there, uh, was there, goal bound. Simple through ball would have found him. But yeah, VP Suhair, while he has been running around, but in terms of crossing the ball in, he hasn't been very effective. That's something he'll have to improve. Uh, Otherwise, there are players who can easily replace him in the team. It looks like Alex Lima actually is taken the centre forward role or around about that. And yeah, I think it's VP Suhair and Twins who are coming from the wings. So it's all Northeast United players with the most touches, led by Gurjinder with 67. Only I think it was Sarthak who's had the most number of touches in that top five list amongst East Bengal players, and rightfully so. Even he has been everywhere today. So we have a little more than 10 minutes to go. So again, if you're watching and if you're liking this stream, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel. for more of the such streams. That's a harsh foul from Ivan Gonzalez on Matt Derbyshire. Will he see a card? He won't. I don't know who actually got that foul because it is basically a clash of heads. Looks like that. And yeah, it's actually East Bengal's free kick, which was taken by Gonzalez himself. As I was saying, if you're watching the stream, do hit the like button, subscribe as well. We've got just 10 minutes to go in this game. Hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. It's our first time doing something like this around ISL. So let's see. We hope to do more of these more regularly. And yeah, so if you're watching, do comment. Who do you think has been your man of the match today? For me, I would say I think Kyriakou has been excellent in the middle of the park. Even Sarthak Goloi. So I'm a little torn between the two. But I mean, in terms of the goal, I would say I think Kyriakou takes the prize for me. Here's Alex Lima with a corner for East Bengal in the 82nd minute of the game. Ooh, it was Jordan with the strike, but yeah, he didn't get the connection and it flew over the goal. Uh, Good feat by I don't know who that was, but by a Northeast United player. Again, this goes again. Emil Benny to Sylvester. Sylvester tries to wriggle away, but too many bodies around him as he's dispossessed. But ball is back to Gaurav Bora, who wins a throw-in. Will this be a long one? Looks like it. It's going to be Aaron Evans, who's going to be taking the long throw in. Goes in again, cleared by Sarthak. Again, as I said, Sarthak has been everywhere. Okay, is a counter attack on for East Bengal? Can be. They have to be a little quicker about it. Good run by Tumi. That's a great ball. Goal, goal, and it's Jordan Dodd. Yes, it was Jordan O'Doherty with the finish, and yeah, I think for now, East Bengal have confirmed their 3 points, their first win of the season, their first game, the first win after 10 this game. So it's going to be a huge result for Stephen Constantine and his men. I think it's Mubashir Rahman's through ball, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it's Mubashir who puts Jordan through, who calmly slots it past Arindam, who's got no chance. He's gone. He's come in front, and yeah, he's got no. He tries to make himself big, but the Australian make sure that it's in back of the net. First goals for Jordan as well as Kyriakou in East Bengal colors in the ISL at least. Yeah. So yeah, now I think all Northeast can get is perhaps a consolation goal, because it's going to be tough to come back from a 3-0 deficit within 5 minutes in regulation time. So and if you're watching the match live, you can see these Bengal fans are cheering. They're jumping up and down. They're probably louder than the home fans right now, and rightfully so. They'll be a happy bunch traveling back home if they have traveled from Calcutta. That's a long ball up front uh, for I think it was doing last. Was it? I'm not wrong, but again it's a throw in, and Northeast United go again. Clock is ticking, and as I said, 3 points are in the bag for East Bengal. Sylvester has done well in terms of keeping the ball and dribbling away from the defenders. So yeah, promising sign again. 1-1 with Sylvester. Emil Benny, can he put a cross in? That's a brilliant punch away from Kamaljeet. Yeah, and again it's Alex Lima. All it needs is a through ball. Can he find a through ball? He does. Is VP Suhair? Can he find a cross? Will he go for him himself? He does go for himself. Ooh, and it misses by an inch. His shot is just has just gone over the bar. But Arindam did have it covered. It was quite central, but it was a good shot. But yeah, the height wasn't there. Yeah, it was a very good punch away from Kamaljeet to prevent anyone in the anyone in a white shirt to get ahead to it or anything. So very confident goalkeeping from him tonight, and if he can keep the scoreline so for the next 4 5 minutes, then it'll be his first clean sheet of the season. Yeah, I think today East Bengal have shown that what they are capable of, and next lies a huge test for them in their biggest rivals, ATK Mohun, and yeah, that'll be a great game to for East Bengal to test. That was Sylvester's shot, trying to curl it in, but again, it was Sarthak and Lalchungunga in front of it. Northeast is so weak. Yeah, I mean today they haven't been able to create. I mean they have created chances, but yeah, their clinical finishing has not been there. And East Bengal have just beaten them, especially in the midfield, I would say, with the likes of Jordan and Kiriakau. Even the wingbacks in Sarthak and Jedi have done really well. And the last two changes are here. So Sarthak is coming off. Sarthak and VP Suhair are the ones coming off. And Ankit Mukherjee and Angusana are the ones who will be playing for the last few minutes. That looked like as if Sarthak was asking the coach why he substituted him. Uh, but yeah, I mean, the game is done and dusted, perhaps because of that. But yeah, props to Sarthak. He was outstanding today. And this has perhaps given the coach more reason to start him again in the next game. Jordan too, shielding the ball well, and they go once again. East Bengal, they are not stopping. Shout for handball, but not given by the referee. Sylvester again dropping deep into midfield, trying to get the ball forward. It's 4 minutes. 4 minutes added to the regulation time. That was a brilliant ball by I think it was Gasta Esnaga towards Emil Benny, but Benny could not go past that barrage of East Bengal players in front of him inside the box. Long ball towards Castanaga, who tries to head it towards another northeast player, but I think it's Kiriakau. Yes, and yeah, uh, Kiriakau does get the hero of the match. So and deserves so. And Kamaljeet will not have his clean sheet today as Northeast get one back via Matt Derbyshire, who does get his first goal of the season, and Northeast have scored their first goal of the season. Some reason at least for the fans to celebrate, even though it doesn't mean anything. Uh, Emil Benny's, yeah, it was a very good cross from Emil Benny from the corner, and Derbyshire was just, yeah, he was just better, and Ivan Gonzalez couldn't cover his bases properly, and yeah, it was Derbyshire who headed in the near post, and Kamaljeet could not do anything about it. So, bad luck for Kamaljeet. He will not get his first clean sheet tonight. But as a whole, I think coach Stephen Constantine as well as the team will be happy with the performance. This has been their best performance, perhaps, in the season as well as last season as well. Here's Northeast again. Imran Khan with the cross, but cleared away. Surely they cannot score one more Northeast, but you never know. We have about 1 minute plus left. Uh, Here's Mubashir, but he gives it back to Gasnaga, who tries to look for a ball up front. He gives it, and Emil Beni will be at the end of it. 1 minute to go. Emil Beni trying to look for a cross. Gives it back to Imran, who gives it to a shot. Ooh, that was a close shot. I think that was Emmanuel, if I'm not wrong. Number 14. Sorry, it was Joe. Joe of Northeast United who let me fly from afar and it just whizzed past the crossbar. So yeah, I think this is probably the last kick from Kamaljit as we head towards full time. Refereeing is readying his whistle. One last cross into the East Bengal box, but Kamaljit will have another touch of the ball before the full time goes. We have reached the 94th minute mark, and anytime soon. So yeah, that's it. That's full time. Uh, Full time, and East Bengal get their first points of uh, the campaign and their first win after 10 winless games. Whereas Northeast couldn't get their first win or a point, but they have scored their first goal thanks to Matt Derbyshire. So yeah, I think. That's it from our side. Uh, we'll be taking out some post-match reports and pieces as well. So stay tuned for that on our website. And in terms of live streams, if you like this live stream, do hit the like and subscribe. And hope you liked it. And we'll be back for more such live streams. Thank you so much for all those who stayed throughout and watch the stream. Yeah, as you can see, we have another stream which is going to happen in half an hour's time at 10 p.m. So stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much again. Good night.